welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about meal prepping. These are some tips that I used as I was going through my weight loss journey. I'm still going through that journey actually, so take it all for what it's worth. I'm not an expert on dieting. I'm not a nutritionist, a dietitian, a doctor, a nurse. I'm not any of those things. So my advice might not be what's right for you. I highly suggest getting with a nutritionist if you are very much interested in trying to eat the right things and do the right things for your body. But that being said, here are some of the things that I did to lose 100 pounds. Okay, so the first thing I did was I got a notebook. I took that notebook and I wrote everything in it, starting with the date, and then I put my weight, so I weighed myself, and then I did my measurements. So that included, the measurements were my neck circumference, my chest circumference, my waist circumference, my hips, my thighs, each individual leg, calf, and my upper arm and my lower arms. So I had all of those measurements down. Then the other thing that I did just for fun, because I wanted something that was kind of like a goal in mind of what I was going to do, I made a bucket list of things that could see myself potentially doing in the future after my weight loss. So some of those things include, I hope to go zip lining. I'd like to ride a horse, things like that. Simple little things that I have never done because of my weight, that I wanted to do. So as you can see, I have lots of notebooks and I really do have lots of notebooks because I made lots of notes in my notebook, how I was feeling, whether I was pissed off at myself or, happy with myself, whether I ate good that day. I ended up getting my Fitness Pal, so that kind of took away from having to write everything down in the notebook. So I would highly suggest that you get my Fitness Pal. It is an app that you can get on your phone, or if you don't have a phone, if you don't have it on your phone, like if it's an Android, I'm not sure if Androids carry that app, but if they do, you can get it on there. But otherwise, you can go online. They have an online website that you can use. And yeah, I kept track of everything in my notebooks except for my food. My food I ended up putting into my Fitness Pal, and I thought that that worked really well for me. I only weighed myself once a week when I did weigh myself. It was usually on a Friday morning, same time every week, just to kind of keep track of the direction that I was going, to make sure I was holding myself accountable for what I was doing. When I first started, I started my journey back in May of 2017. I had found out after a gallbladder surgery that I had non-alcoholic cirrhosis of the liver, which the doctor said could shorten my lifespan by 10 years. I could die within 10 years if I didn't do something. So I really wanted to do something because I have children. I wanted to make sure I was around for them. So my other option for losing weight was bariatric surgery, which I elected to do. So I started that program, but when I started it, I didn't know if I was going to get approved because you have to go through a lot of hoops. You have to see a nutritionist, you have to see the doctor, the surgeon, you have to see who are all the people you have to see? You have to see a social worker. You have to see a physical therapist. You have to be approved by each one of those people before you are allowed to get the surgery. It's a long process. It's not an easy process. They want to make sure that you're able to lose weight and maintain losing weight. So I figured even if I didn't get into the program, I still wanted to try my darndest to lose weight. So I started meal prepping. That was the next thing that I did besides the notebook, is I started to meal prep. That was a big change for me because I was never used to doing that. I was just used to eating whatever I wanted whenever I wanted it. But I had to put myself on a schedule It's important to be on a food schedule. I can't explain how much of a difference it is when you're able to know what you're going to eat, when you're going to eat it, and how much you're going to eat. So it puts a lot of things in perspective. So in the MyFitnessPal, I made sure that I wrote down, put down everything that went into my mouth. This included drinks. And speaking of drinks, I only drink water. I still only drink water. Once in a while, I will have a decaffeinated iced tea, but that's not very often nowadays. It's usually mainly water. I do use the sugar-free drop-ins. There are a wide variety of drop-ins out there on the market. You can go on Amazon and you can get soda-flavored sugar-free drop-ins. They have Crush. They also have, what is it called? Root beer, things like that. So there are ways to substitute that flavor if you miss that flavor of a soda. You just have to look for it. It's a little bit of research. This is not going to be handed to you. It's not going to be easy. It's a lot of sacrifice, but it's for your benefit. It's going to help you. So cutting out soda and caffeine is something that I did. I also, anything with carbonation, anything with soda, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to eat, to have after the surgery. So I just went ahead and eliminated that right away because I didn't want to be up to the surgery date and still be drinking a soda and be like, oh God, how am I ever going to stop? And it be even harder for me. So I weaned myself off of those things, and now all I drink is water. I know some other people, some other bariatric people drink coffee in the morning. They are usually probably about a year out of surgery before they start drinking that. I'm not a coffee drinker to begin with, so I didn't find it necessary for me to worry about that stuff. But for people that like their coffee, there is the possibility of you having coffee in the future. It's just not going to be right away if you were to elect to have that surgery. Now, if you're not doing the surgery, if you're just wanting to do that diet, just limit yourself to 1 cup in the morning. That's really all you need. You don't need a whole day's worth of coffee. I know that's hard for some people. Some people are just like addicted to the caffeine, but you've got to find a way. You're wanting to be healthier. This is for you. You have to remember it's not for anybody else. It's just for you. So don't deny yourself. Have a cup of coffee. Have it early in the morning, so that way it works out of your system by the evening. Yeah. So besides the notebooks, I ended up purchasing a scale, a food scale. So I found one on Marketplace and I thought, oh my gosh, I have to use this. It's so cute. So here's the scale. It almost looks similar to one that I have. Mine was given to me by my parents. I didn't buy it. I don't know if I said that, but I didn't buy it. It was given to me by my parents. So, because they had it and they weren't using it. So if you know people that are not using equipment, ask them. If you can't afford it, you could also go, Walmart has them very inexpensive at Walmart, so you could try Walmart. But I measured all of my food that I meal prepped, okay? Anything that I was doing, I meal prepped. So I got a food scale because I knew I would need that. I also got a wide variety of spices because I knew that I wouldn't be able to use a lot of sauces. So I got spices and I used those to flavor my meals with. The other thing I did was I went on Amazon and I found some black containers just like these. They look just like these in real life. That has the 3 compartments, and that is what I used for meal prep. I still have them. I use a smaller container now, so I don't really use these anymore because I don't have as big of a stomach as I used to. But these are the containers that I used. I would give myself 4 ounces of a protein. So chicken, beef, turkey, fish. Fish is great as long as it's not breaded. Seafood like shrimp. You could do shrimp. Scallops are great. what else did I do? Beans, like any kind of beans are a protein. So that always went into the main compartment unless I had something that I was mixing it with. Like, say I was going to do a shredded chicken taco mix. I would put the 4 ounces of shredded chicken taco mix in the smaller area. And then in the bigger area, I would put in some rice. Um, Let me explain. I love starches. I love carbs. I'm not against carbs at all. I don't limit my carbs. What I do limit is the portion control of the carbs. So, for instance, I would get a bag of the 90-second Uncle Ben's rice, and usually they're about 200 calories for a cup of rice. So I would half that. So I would get a half a cup of rice, which was 100 calories, which is so much better for you. I mean, if you look at it in the long run, it's simple. Like, you're just halving the portion. You're still getting some of it. You're just not getting the full portion. So I would put the rice in the larger container, and then I would mix in the taco meat on top of the rice. I would have on the side a little bit of lettuce, some low fat cheese, and I would sprinkle that on top. So all of those things are great. And then in the third compartment, I always had a vegetable. And the vegetables could be any amount of vegetables, as long as they didn't have sauces on them. Like, you can get that buttered corn, or you could get the broccoli with cheese. None of those. It was always a fresh, like a steamed vegetable with no sauce. You can salt and pepper it. You could put some Mrs. Dash on it, things like that. So that's just an idea of what you could do in those portion control containers. But I highly recommend the containers. They helped me out a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Another thing that I do a lot is I do crock pot meals. So I have my little crock pot. I have a lot of crock pot meals. They're easy to do on a Sunday. You turn them on in the morning. By the afternoon or towards the evening, they're done, and then that's when you do your meal prep. I would always do my meal prep. I always do my meal prep on Sunday evenings before work. I meal prep for dinner. For lunch, I always usually have about the same thing. And then for breakfast, I definitely have the same thing. I have a protein bar for breakfast and a piece of fruit. Usually it's an apple. My body seems to process it a lot better if I have the same thing in the morning than if I try to mix it up a lot. I try not to vary from my diet. And I know a lot of people might not like that idea, but there's always room for growth. Um, what works for me might not work for you, and you have to find what works for you. So I would suggest, if you're going to make meals for Sunday, make a couple extra meals and put them in the freezer. So I would always have like between 6 and 8 meals in the freezer after I ended up doing the crock pot meal. And then whatever I had left over would go into the next week, and then I would make something else on that Sunday, and then I would have 8 more containers, and then that way it gave me a little bit more variety. And you can keep doing that until you have a variety of containers in your freezer, and then you can mix up what you're having in the evening. So that's just an idea that I've always had and always gone with. And I always tell my parents I wish I had a bigger freezer because I would have more meals in there, but I don't have a really large freezer, so I can't do a lot of meal prepping like I would like to, or a lot of bulk storage, I guess you could say, like I would like to. So anyway, veering a little bit off, I guess. So just keep that in mind when you're starting to meal prep. You can start off, on your Sunday, do that first week, and you're eating the same thing for 5 days, and then the Saturday, just watch what you're eating. Try not to go over your calories. Try not to eat all the calories that you had not eaten during the week. And then on Sunday, you start again. And you'll get used to it. I mean, even if you wanted to do the meal on Saturday, you could still do the meal on Saturday and give yourself like a free lunch, like you would do something that you wouldn't normally do during the week. So just to give yourself some variety if you needed variety. As for me, I don't need variety. I can eat the same meal again and again and again, and I'm fine with it. Another thing that I highly recommend are smoothies. I drank a lot of smoothies in the beginning of the diet. I would have one of my favorites was a spinach smoothie, which was a cup of spinach, 2 tablespoons of that orzo. Is it called orzo? Triple zero, sorry, called triple zero plain Greek yogurt, 2 tablespoons of that, half a cup of Fairlife, which is milk. It's got extra protein in it. It's great for you. It's lactose free. So the Fairlife, half a cup of that. I'd throw in a half a banana, half a cup of strawberries, like a half a cup of, not even a half a cup of mixed peaches and frozen pineapple, and some ice, and you mix that all up, and it's just a great energizing smoothie. I always had so much energy after drinking that smoothie. But I always keep fresh fruit on hand, especially for, like I said, I have a fruit in the morning time. You can't go overboard with the fruit, so just keep that in mind. You don't want to go overboard. Sorry, I need to close that. Okay. I gotta see what all the deals are. So yeah, and I would always carry a little smoothie bottle with me, and that's what I would drink sometimes when you can have that for breakfast if you didn't want to do a protein bar, or if you didn't want to do eggs or something like that. So that's basically what I did. I lost 50 pounds. I started in May. By December, I had lost 50 pounds, December of 2017. And then December the 11th, 2017, I had surgery. And after the surgery, I lost an additional 50 pounds. So altogether, I've lost 100 pounds. I'm trying to maintain that right now. There's always, things that I want to do that I will eventually do, like weightlifting. I'd like to get more into that to get my muscles built up a little bit more. But for right now, I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. My liver is good. The doctor had looked at it when he did the surgery because he wanted to double check it, and he said it looked really good. That what I was doing was working, and that this surgery would definitely slow the process, if not eliminate the process. And I was very happy with that. So, guys, that's what I did. That's my meal prep ideas. I'm sure you guys know all of these ideas, but the main thing you want to take away from this is that you have to have a passion for this. Like, people have passions for things. Some guys are like passionate about bicycling. They have to have the perfect bike, and they know all the gears, and they know all the shifting and all the, the intricate details. As a dieter, you have to have that passion. I know a lot of people say, oh, I want to lose weight. I'm going to do it this time. I want to lose weight. But if you don't have that passion behind it and that willpower to do it for yourself, for you, not for anybody else, for you, then you're not going to do it. You're going to fail. And so just remember to have a passion about it. Get excited about cooking. Oh my gosh, I love to cook now. I mean, I loved to cook before, but I even love it even more because now I get to, it's almost like playing with your food, trying to figure out what works for you as far as portion controls and calorie counting. And it's just, I don't know, it just makes me feel good when I hit my goal for that day of staying under my calories and not going over the calories. It's a good feeling to know that I am fueling my body. And I'm not, like I've always said and like I've always heard, you need food to fuel your body. You don't need, oh, what is the saying? It's such a great saying. It's like, you know, feed your body. Don't feed, food is to fuel your body, not to, it's not your, it's just, it's hard to say. I just know what it is inside me. I know that the food is there to help me, but it's not something that I'm supposed to, like, I'm not living for that food. I have to live, the food should be making me work, making my body work, but I'm not living for that food. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. I hope you guys get it, what I'm saying, and that you understand that this is a passion of mine. This is something that I enjoy. I like seeing myself now. Before I felt like I was nothing, and now I feel like I'm someone. And I hope that you guys will believe that you're someone too. Anyway, that is my story, guys. That's all that you know. You know me probably a lot more than a lot of people that I know. So anyway, I hope you like this video that I'm putting out. I hope you like the content. I have a couple of things that are not related to meal prepping that I want to talk about. The first thing is my shirt. It is by the Annex. It is in the Saturday sale, which is tomorrow, and it's at the store. It comes in a wide variety of colors. This is a special VIP color that they have. They have it in, let me pull up the thing and I can tell you all the colors that they have because it's so cute. It comes in, I know I gotta sing to you guys. Okay, it comes in two styles, boy bye and girl bye, which I thought was very awesome. You know, it's very cool that they would do that they would give you those two different options. It comes in Freya, Hourglass, and Maitreya. It comes in black, gray, green, pink, the purple, which is the special one, red, teal, white. So there you go. And it comes in the girl bye top and the boy bye top. So again, it's at Annex. Very cute shirt. Please go get it if you are interested in it. So anyway, that's my spiel on that. I should have written down what the lindens were for that. Let me see if I can find it here for you guys because I don't want to give you the wrong information. Let me just go here real quick and I can tell you how much it is because I'm pretty sure there it is. Okay. It is only 50 lindens. So it's new for the Saturday sale. It's on sale from now until Sunday for only 50 lindens. It's available in 7 colors and 1 special VIP color. So there you go. That's how much it is. 50 lindens. That's great. And it comes in all, great variety of colors. Sorry, I didn't mean to cough in your face. So that's the one thing. The second thing I wanted to talk to you guys about today was that I have reached 1,000 followers on my Flickr account. Yay! I'm very excited about it. Thank you guys so much for your support. I really appreciate it. I am so excited about this. I have decided to do a giveaway. The giveaway is if you are a subscriber to my Flickr channel and you are a subscriber to my YouTube channel, you are to go to the Flickr channel, go to the Flickr page, and there is a card there that gives you the details. It tells you that you put your residence name down below, your in-world name, and you will be entered into a drawing for 1,000 lindens. I know it's not a lot. I mean, to some people it might be a lot. To other people's it's like a drop in the bucket, but it is 1,000 lindens, and it's just my way to say thank you. I appreciate you, and hopefully one of you guys will be the lucky winner of the prize. And if I make it to 2,000, I'll do a 2,000. So let's see what happens, But anyway, just wanted to say thank you again, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate you listening to my ramblings and my stutterings and my ums. And if you want to subscribe, the link is below, and there's a bell right next to the link so that it'll give you reminders of when I post a new video. I also have a new blog that I have put out, which I'm very excited about, and I'm doing my Annex blogging on there, so please check that out as well. And that is all I have today, guys. I will see you later. I am going to do an unboxing of course, for the builder's box, because I did that last time and I feel like I need to do it again. I haven't looked at anybody's stuff. I've been very anxious to go look at everybody's things, but I don't want to know what's in the box yet until I unbox it myself. So I haven't done that. And then I had one other thing that I wanted to blog, but I can't remember at this moment what that was. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Thank you so much. Bye.